Okay, so I think I remembered my mistake. I think I figured out my mistake. First thing you want to do so that you do not override your original answers is you're going to say File, um, Download as. You want to download it as a comma separated values, a CVS form. So I'm going to download it, and then I'm going to open it. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. Uh, Again, you don't want to really mess with your original version. Your original version is going to be used as you go on. Okay, fine. And then we're going to save as. That's not always going to pop up. Save as desktop. But you want to do save it as desktop. And usually what I do is I type it as the name of the test. So this is energy transformation. It was from 2018, so that's for 2018. That way I know this is a practice version. Okay, so I've saved it, and I always just like hit that save button, just make sure. And I come through here, you can see this is a different look to it now. And delete. I want to delete everything except for this and the student ID. The student ID needs to go first. I forgot why, but it just does. So I drag the student ID to the first column. Then shift and delete all this junk between here and there. Okay, so now we've got nice clean things. Student ID, score on one column. What I always do is wait a day or two until you're sure that all the stragglers kind of finish the quiz. And before you do this, because the neat thing about this is you can go back to Google Quiz and you can sort by date, and the kids who pop up at the bottom of the list, or you can even sort the other way. The kids who pop up at the top of the list, are the late takers. So you can just say, oh, well, I know I got like 10 kids that haven't taken the quiz. You just sort by date, and they will pop up at the top or bottom of the list, however you sort them. Then you click on here, and this is where I got stuck last time, and I figured out I need to do this. You notice now I'm not in the Google's form, I'm in the Excel form. So I click on that, and you're going to go to Data, and hopefully I can do it. I think, okay, Text to Columns. So I'm going to do Text to Columns. Delimitate it, I believe. That might be wrong, so I have to back up. I go Next. And I need to do other. I'm going to do it by the backslash. I want to separate these into columns by the backslash. And I hit next. And I think that should do it. Yep, there we go. So now I'm going to delete this. Delete. And I'm going to drag this over here into this column here. Okay. I'm going to hit save again. So now this is saved to my desktop. I'm going to save the second step for after I have my quiz grade set up in Gradebook, but this is probably the lengthiest part of it. So I save, and now this is saved on my desktop, and then from there, I got my student ID, I got my thing. One good thing is I can scroll through here. If I see an ID that's too long or too short, in other words, an extra number or less number, that's going to be a student who entered the ID wrong, and they're going to get a 0. But see, you can see here I had 118 kids, but actually I totally messed up on my quiz yesterday. So I'm going to have to redo it tomorrow, and I'll show you all that stuff when I get that